What's up, everybody? We got 3 more performances coming up. But before I get started with any more performances, I want to give a shout out to the Art Institute, David, Tony back there. Make sure you guys Yes, April 21st, Area 21. So follow Tony and check out his event as well. And we are having a workshop as well on April 22nd. If you guys like vision boards, you want to manifest your vision board, those are very good. I use vision boards for myself, and a lot of things that I prayed and manifested for, I saw. So we will be doing guided meditation. We will be doing a round table talk as well. So. And I have my sister up here. She want to share some stories for you guys until we get started with our next performance.
I guess I'm going to utilize this time to just get a little used to the mic and talking to people, but I just want to share, of course we know poetry is not all about sadness, it's not all about happiness, it's about expression. So the story that I would like to share a little bit of my life, I've came from a very, very dark place. It's not easy sharing a story because, like I said, it's not about sadness, it's about happiness, and it's not about happiness, it's about expressing yourself. Well, the moral to my story, I had my first child at 19 years old. And some would say that, well, I'm happy you made it out of the high school. I'm happy that you made it to a certain point, like you weren't younger, having a baby. But we know when you're not financially stable, just by yourself is hard alone. But when you bring innocent loved ones into the pictures, that's when things get real. Well, right now I'm in a spot in my life where I'm finding myself, happiness, my kids, we're in a house, we have everything that we need. I may not be where I want, but I can say we have everything we need. Spotting yourself from shelter to shelter, it's not a great feeling. But shelters are not bad. Shelters are not what they visualize on TV. And shelters are not to be looked at as a point where everyone is so, down or so much at the bottom. It's just, you need a little guidance. You need a little assistance. And I got that assistance. Within that assistance, I learned a whole lot. I learned to love myself so I can love my kids harder. I learned how to be more stable in the things that you go through to get to that point. It wasn't easy, and I like to think of all shelters as transitions, even though people don't utilize that as that way, but I look at it as transitions. I went through school. I was 3 months away from becoming a medical assistant, which was my passion for a very long time. I had a car accident. It made the news off of Moreland Avenue. It was a long time ago. And my vehicle hit someone that was addicted to drug substances. And throughout that, and that's the one thing that sticks to me throughout that, I did not know what I was going to face. Although it wasn't my fault, although I wasn't driving, but it was my vehicle. I faced nightmares, I faced lawsuits, and to just think about the thing that saved me was the person was jaywalking and body was full of drugs. That saddens my heart because if it wasn't for that, where would I be, If it wasn't for that, would I have, where my mind, my thoughts would have been. So I lost touch with myself. A part of me gave up. But one thing that I didn't lose putting my children first. Was it the best way for me? No, it wasn't. But by the grace of God, and see, one thing about it, I don't tap into speaking to a crowd of people about religions because everyone has, different people have their different perspectives of religion. But one thing that I can say, I have an amazing family. Because I feel like although at one point my family did not know whether I was alive or okay, I was trying to make my way to the brighter side of things. So with that being said, without me going into so many details, one day I called my grandmother up, but right before I called her up, my inner voice, and I feel like that was God talking to me. It was like me talking to myself. So when I was talking to myself had a made-up mind without me realizing it. So that one phone call changed my whole life. It was a journey, but the journey, where that journey brought me, it brought me my own place. It brought me a surviving job. It just taught me so many things of how to not never give up, no matter how many baby steps or how many things you go through. Because of course we all know there's always someone that's going through something much worse. But without, sometimes we get caught up in thinking what people may think of you or whether someone will believe you or not. God had embedded the strength in me so deeply where I was okay with it. I was okay with the challenges. I cried through the challenges, but I was okay with it. But being that I was okay with it, God seen me through, and I have an amazing job now. And I'm about to be 39 years old, and I love my job because I'm happy with it, and it's helping me to never, ever allow myself to, go into such a dark place of where I was. I felt like I didn't have nobody at a point where when I know, how you feel like you don't have nobody, but you have family. And so for me, the thing that made me feel like I didn't have nobody is because of the things that I've done, the lies that I've told. And you don't want nobody to look down on you. That's what we get caught up into. And I want to let everybody know, no matter whether you choose to talk to someone or not, and you choose to talk to God, God will lead you to someone or something to let it all out. Because we have to be free of holding so much in that we feel like we have to keep in because we don't want to be judged. I'm coming from a place where from here on out, for the last 4 years, I'm not going to judge anyone. No matter what's going on, no matter what they do, no matter even if I get my feelings hurt. I'm going to keep that same energy and love because I've been through so many things and so many dark places to the point where I feel like I understand without you even mentioning anything to me. I understand. So if anyone out here is going through anything, no matter what it is, and it could be something simple, just keep pushing yourself. Don't push yourself so hard to where you be so stuck to yourself. Push yourself in a positive direction to keep yourself uplifted and the strength going, because you're going to always need that strength. And I just want to share that a little bit with everyone, because I just want to just get it all out in a certain way to make, to make me feel like I can touch someone without knowing a situation, or they can relate to me, relate to what I'm saying without me, just giving out so much of my personal business. Because it's not about, me being so stuck on not want to share personal business. It's just there's so much that you can go through, personal or not, that can sit you back in a dark place. And that's a place you never want to be at, and that's a place that I would never, ever be at. Y'all enjoy yourselves.
That was beautiful, Quenyata. I kind of want to piggyback off what she just said about dark places. I'm sure we all been there at some point in some phase of our lives. And I know with me being in a dark place, I go into my creativity, which is poetry, acting, writing, producing, all those things like just keep me to a direction to look for greatness. And whatever you guys, we all have a special passion or something that, keeps us going. So I want to give that advice out to all you guys whenever you are in a dark place, or if you feel like you're about to go into a dark place, just dive into that creativity and make something beautiful out of it. So thank you, Quenyata. That was really nice. We have a poetry performance by Rochelle Dowd.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm a little tall. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can. I can hear me very well. Hello, everybody. My name's Rochelle. I don't have a title for this again because what are titles anyway? I look at you and smile. Feels like it's been an eternity since our clothes were in a pile. We say the timing is never right. Years pass and your smell is still intoxicating. I trace my fingers over your back while you sleep, wishing you were something I could keep longer than a week. Soft brown skin to my freckled white, you're the only one I let keep me up at night. You pull me close like you used to, legs like pretzels intertwined under the covers. Your lips against my forehead, I'd say we make the perfect lovers. But you only say you miss me with your hands around my neck. You place a few cards on the table while I lay down my whole deck. A game with no winner, check with no mate. A story set to end, too little, too late. Thank you.
Before we get started with our next performance, we're going to take a 10-minute break here in the back. Oh man. Just joking. We got one more performance, you guys. Her name is Delara. She's coming up next. performances. Rochelle Dowd and Third Eye Evo. All my life. Okay. Rochelle Dowd.
All right, here I am again. Sorry you have to see my face. I'm going to say another one because why not? Sorry for your ears ahead of time. You want to hear I cheated? Fine, I'll lie for you. I cheated, I fucked, screwed all your damn friends. Your stepdad, your brother, your mother's right hand. I cheated, sent nudes to every fucking man, to strangers, to friends. As many as I can. If that's the only way you'll believe me, I'll lie right through my teeth. I'll lie until my tongue bleeds and it drips down to my feet. I'm selfish, naive, disloyal, it's true. You said it. I'll own it. I'll believe it. For you. Thank you.
Can we say spicy? Shout out to my girl Rochelle. Next we have Third Eye Evo.
Peace and light, everyone. My name is Third Eye Evo. I am a world hip-hop poet, spoken word artist, published author of a book called A Rose of Mars, The Evolution Begins. It's a book about my spiritual journey and my self-development, self-evolution. This first piece I'm going to do for you guys is called Rise. It's from my single called Rise. So I hope you enjoy. Hi, I remember you with your hat. I like your hat. Yes. Let me turn it up a little. I take what's yours, eyes and eyes. I never die, only rise. You take what's mine, I take what's yours, eyes and eyes. I never die, only rise. If you don't love me, fear me, trust in my voice. Hey, don't act like you don't hear me. If you don't love me, fear me, trust in my voice. Hey, don't act like you don't hear me. You take what's mine, I take what's yours. Eyes on the prize, I never die, I only rise. I have empty pockets and a heart full of gold. Sometimes I fear growing old, my mind is so bold. Is it your story? Never told. I have so many loved ones in graves. Sometimes I feel like my life is a maze. Smoke a blunt, put my mind in a haze. Ooh, that was some good shit. Now my mind is a daze. Conversations with the inner God. Third eye open, I'm a living God. Stack my blessings from the bottom to the top. Grind hard, I will never stop. Like a phoenix I rise, so don't act surprised when you see me again. I live at the beginning and the end. This is my domain, I run this game. I'm the queen of the throne. Bow down, let it be proven, let it be shown. You take what's mine, I take what's yours. Eyes on the prize, I never die, only rise. take what's yours. Eyes on eyes. If you don't love me, fear me, trust in my voice. Hey, don't act like you don't hear me. You take what's mine, I take what's yours. Eyes on eyes, never die. Thank you guys. My name is Eva. I can do a poem. I can do a poem. Okay. My poetry's a different vibe. And the meaning of that song too. If you don't love me, fear me, trust in my voice. That's my intuition talking to me. That voice, that internal voice. If you don't love me, fear me, trust in my voice. Hey, don't act like you don't hear me. That's that voice that we all have inside of us. So that's what that's talking about. So I'm also a painter too. This is one of my paintings I'm placing right here. So this is called Why Sing the Blues. Why sing the blues, you ask? Well, my brothers are all over the news painted in red. The media try to depict us as heathens. They throw stones at us, leech on the backs of our ancestors, and deplete us of our culture in Jesus' name. Why sing the blues, you ask? They feed us poison, miseducate our youth, brainwash our youth into thinking that the system is the truth. We feed the belly of the beast as we feast on distraction and disease. Why sing the blues, you ask? My people are lost. My people have been bamboozled. My people are hungry. My people are tired. And yet, my people still wait. And that's the poem I did. Kind of upset during all the shootings and killings that was and is still going on. And this last one I'm going to do for you guys is called Cries to Mother Earth. Ayo, Mother Earth, I cry to you. Ayo, Mother Earth, I bring to you love. Ayo, I ask that you forgive us and forgive our actions. Ayo, there is mental unrest amongst us. There are war and disease, poverty and hungry. We destroy ourselves and destroy you in the process. Ayo, Mother Earth, we do not deserve you, and yet you still nurture us. Ayo, I give thanks to you. Ayo, I honor you. I love you. Ashe. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that beautiful performance. Okay.
Did y'all enjoy yourselves? Yeah? All right.
Are you guys ready for the next poetry night? Well, you say what? What's the next one? The next one is May 15th. Yes.
Mark that in your calendars.
Mark your calendars. Yes.
Reminder, though, we do have an event next week. It's our workshop for
Manifest Your Vision Board on April 22nd. You guys have Instagram or Facebook or Eventbrite. You can find our events on there. We're just trying to get our community together, everybody on that same mission of being empowered with each other. You know, like I said, we all have our stories, and we're here to tell our stories. And not only that, we do, poetry nights, vision boards parties. We have a podcast and panel. So if you guys are, want to be interviewed on our platform, check us out on YouTube, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. Amazon Music as well, too.
If you have any topics, too, that you want to hear or anything like that, let us know, and we'll definitely take that into consideration, because we're always thinking of new things to talk about.
Yes.
Current events, emotions, everything like that.
Yes. So you guys, thanks again for coming out and enjoying our poetry night. So yes, thank you.
Thanks. We're a question, yeah. Does somebody have?
Yes, Empower, Empower Talk, TALK. You can find us on Spotify, on Instagram. It's a space between Empower, then Talk, Empower underscore Talk.
For your Instagram, is that also the one you use for the events?
Yes.
Yeah, we post on our individual pages as well most of the time. So if you want to find us, we're like in the description of EmpowerTalk. You can see our names.
Yeah.
Team dot empower or
You say what?
team dot empower or
It
No,
should be Empower underscore Talk.
EmpowerTalk underscore. You got it. Okay. So yeah, so I said again, you guys want to be interviewed. We just starting our season 3 panel and season 3 podcast. So check us out. Send an email if you have any inquiries to empowertalkmedia@gmail.com. So what we're gonna do for these last 5 minutes, we're gonna do Q&As. So this is the time to kind of, have access to any questions you want to ask. This is a safe place, and yeah.
Philip,
Philip.
where are you? Philip.
Oh, well, I started Empire Talk 4 years ago. Like I said, poetry was my inspiration behind Empire Talk, but I wanted it bigger and a bigger message than just poems. Just hearing people's stories and what I experienced throughout my lifetime. And I'm in the entertainment field, so you definitely have to have tough skin. And there gonna be times where you lose your creative space. So I just like to share awareness to all those things, especially mental health. And I also want to go on this journey with like-minded individuals, and what I consider as like-minded individuals is positive, and what I see in this room is like-minded. So those are the people who I love to have on my team, and I reached out to a few individuals to join this journey. Rochelle was one of them. 2 years later, she's here, and it's definitely been a journey. And you can check some of our past episodes out, like I said, on YouTube. You can hear some of our stories that we share and some of our experiences and everything else.
what's that fear you overcame?
This right here. Yeah, this was my fear. I wasn't big with speaking out my poetry. I was big on just writing. I'm a big writer, so speaking and writing is two totally different worlds. And I would say that's the biggest fear that I had. And plus, I also, when I was growing up for a little spell, I kind of stuttered a little bit. So that's another fear of me wanting to get in front of a crowd, because I don't want to stutter in front of anyone. But, I'm not that person.
Can't even tell.
Yeah, so, that comes with practice and consistency. Like anything that you want to do or be, you're going to have to work on that and take one day at a time. And know that, just stay true to yourself, what you believe in, and that's going to take you far.
Any more questions, individually or group-wise?
Yeah.
Okay, what challenges can you share with us that you have overcome that can be in relation to you're expanding your podcast?
I feel like a big one would be finding people, the right people.
Yes, I really believe in alignment, and I'm not a person where I like to have anything forced, or I'm big in the moment. So that's with me taking one day at a time and focusing on what I can do with today. The past is gone and the future is not in my hands. So I only can work on what today is and what is aligned with me. So that's a key thing that I took on this journey with me, and with some of my challenges.
A lot of challenges are going to be other people too, It's going to be the people who question what you're doing and why you're doing it, and don't believe in you for what you're doing because they don't have the guts to do it themselves. So don't let other people's projections mess you up.
Absolutely. It's a bunch of naysayers. You're going to have people to push their insecurities on you and project them, but you would, as long as you know who you are and stay true to yourself, you would recognize those things and you're going to be like, well, this is like not for me, but this is more so for you. So that's with finding your people. We all have to find our people, people who we feel safe around, people who we feel comfortable around, to be ourselves. If you don't feel that feeling, then you're not around your people. And like I said, if me as a black male, if I'm not here advocating for things that I experienced in my lifetime, then I'm not doing my people any justice. So I have to get up here with courage. And I'm glad I found that courage within this platform, because not just it helps other people, it helps me too, continuously to go throughout this journey.
I think that's one
Thank
thing I
you.
appreciate about you, Hakeem, is the fact that you're so like adamant about being diverse and including everybody, no matter what. Because like we've had a ton of different types of people on this podcast and this production in general. So
Yes.
it's really nice to see like we can all connect on some level, regardless of how we grew up or regardless of our culture and everything like that, which is really nice.
Right. And another reason, too, why I'm very big on diversity, because this world is big. You know, not everybody, like I said, has their own stories and different backgrounds. So when you sit down and hear somebody's perspective from their different backgrounds and how they was brought up, you can actually learn a lot just by listening to that person and challenging your mind. And, you know, like I said, this platform was kind of out of all our comfort zones. And now it's a comfort. So, you know, what I realized that everybody do use this platform to let out those things that you would like to talk about and feel safe. You would have something? Yeah.
We'll close it out.
Anybody have any more questions before we close out?
Where is Philip? I don't know. That's a good question. Philip, Marco Polo.
Philip is, we got to find the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson. Well, thank you guys again for coming out, and I appreciate it. And see us again for our next Poetry Night.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh yeah! Shout out to our Institute of Atlanta for
Yes.
one, for definitely doing this again. And
Absolutely.
for Tony for helping out with all the sound and music.
Absolutely. And, you know, enjoy the remainder of our event. Vendors is around the corner. And thank you guys once again.